I have, I don't want to say like a hot issue wisdom, but I hope it will help calm you down a little bit and prepare you for look like challenging moment, yeah, in US and around the world, yeah. So let me share the screen. Participant, yes. Okay, my slide come up, right? I hope my topic is not too dramatic. Buddha wisdom in catastrophic time. Yeah, it's impermanent. So no matter what comes, it shall pass. It shall pass. So today I would like to pick up the word of wisdom of the Buddha from Dhammapada. Yeah, one of the most known Dhamma book by the Buddha. So I select different section, hope to guide all of us in this challenging moment. And you know, this is a globalized world. Anything happen at one spot in the world, it ripple affects both hope or fear or any sense of anxiety. Yeah, so I wish the wisdom I share today will not only help in US but around the world. Okay, let's start with this section that's very relevant. Dhammapada on violence. Let's see what Buddha taught about violence. One who wore himself seeking happiness oppresses with violence other beings who also desire happiness will not attain happiness hereafter. One who wore himself seeking happiness does not oppress us with violence. Other beings who also desire happiness will find happiness hereafter. Yeah, this is the word of the Buddha. Again, I'm neutral. I'm not with either side, but share with you any action that will happen. Avoid violence. Avoid hurting anyone. Hatred never be seen by hatred. It's only by love. And today, during Q&A, we can discuss because sometimes it's quite complex. Human, emotion and also how we can really know this is not something unwholesome or wholesome. Yeah, I think that is kusala and akusala in Buddha term. Yeah, he not say right and wrong, but he say wholesome and unwholesome. That any action we're gonna take to anyone is wholesome action or not. This is the action that will bring more good than bad or not. Yeah, we can discuss more during our Q&A. But this is the guideline from the Buddha. No violence. Yeah, karma is effect. So we try the best to solve things without sparking more violence. Yeah, so I just keep that in general. You can apply to what's going on. Yeah, with this wisdom. And the next one, also from the violence section in the Bhapada, Buddha talk about the fool. When the fool commit evil deed, he does not realize and do anything wrong. Yeah, when the fool commit evil deed, they have no idea they're doing bad. The witless man is tormented by his own deeds, like one burned by fire. Yeah. Every time that we discuss any challenge, I always encourage you that to look things with the big picture, not look at a person, but look at the behavior structure or why things happen in that pattern. Yeah, and how we protect things not to happen again in any undesirable one. Yeah. So this is what Buddha, when he looked at the fool, he didn't look at the fool to trouble that person or to fight. He just looked to the fool with understanding. And he feel compassionate also to that person that they don't know that they don't know. And that's why they keep hurting themselves, trouble themselves, and then trouble other. Ignorance, right? When we discuss every time, it's go back to that root cause of all trouble is ignorant. They don't know that they don't know. And with that uplifted view from the Buddha, we might have a better solution. It's not like a win and lose. It's just how all will win in the long term, not in a short one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Dhammapada on wise person. Yeah, what Buddha talk about wise person? And we should be on this track, like how the wise person will do when things happen. Buddha said, the good renounce attachment for everything. The good, yeah, can be the good person, the good action. Yeah, the good renounce attachment for everything. The virtuous do not prattle with a yearning for pleasure. Like I want success, I want to achieve this, achieve that. Not too excited about it. The wise show no elation or depression when touched by happiness or sorrow. Yeah. One of the Buddha teaching that very important. He gave this on the last day before he passed. He said, everything I teach, you remember this. Do not be careless. Yeah. Actually in the Pali, originally like a heedless or heedful. But a simple term, it's like a when you have the lower hand, you feel like, oh, I must match the challenge. And you strive the best to match the challenge. But when you got the upper hand in any situation, if you are careless, not careful, you might handle it in the way it causes another trouble. So the moment that you feel like you're gonna win, you feel like, wow, I'm not in the lower hand now, I'm in the upper hand. That's the moment you need to be super careful how you deal with things. Because that's the moment the Buddha said, most dangerous. Not the moment you feel like you're losing. Yeah, the way Buddha look at things is like realistic, not pessimistic or optimistic. So that's why the wise one not feel too elated or too depressed. Just see the situation as the way it is and respond the way it should be done, not the way I want it to be done. Sometimes that wanting, we might do this, we might do that, plus emotion, maybe it's not the best way to deal with the fact. And sometimes we create our own fact. That's the way we see uh, things, and one of the teaching that come to my mind that really touch on this. My teacher, I have two main teachers, Long Pa Damachayo, who focus on meditation practice, and then Long Pa Tata, who teach me Pali Canon, how we apply. One time he taught me, he said, when you work among people, different country, different culture, and if you are misunderstood by someone and they don't like you, do not be surprised. My teacher, do not be surprised. Why? He said, by the Pali Canon, they talk about the full level. I think on Daily My Shower, we recently talked about the full level of noble people in Buddha teaching: stream enterer, one returner, non-returner, and then the worthy one or the enlightened one, Arahant. If we not become that first level yet, stream enterer, like a Buddha nature, very pure and bright, we still have bias. Yeah, because in the first three, if anyone will eradicate uh, identity view or like a ego or bias, like you have bias toward things. If not stream enterer yet, that bias still there. So my teacher told me, you're living among the people who already have bias because of love. You're two person do the same mistake, but one is your close friend and one is someone you hate so much. The same mistake, the same wrongdoing, you feel more serious with the one who you don't like. But the one you love a lot, it's okay, no problem. It's already biased. Because of love. Therefore, bias in Buddha teaching, you have bias because of love. You can't bias because of anger or hatred. And you have bias because of fear. Yeah, and then you have a bias because of ignorance. And Long Pa Tata, my teacher, said, oh, the last bias is the most challenging one. Maybe you not even know now you have bias, but you already have it. So try the best in any situation to be the wise one. Stay calm, meditate, not too excited, and not too depressed also when things not come the way it is. And once you feel that, oh, I'm in the upper hand, be more careful what you're gonna take action. That hopefully with wisdom, with kindness, with understanding, do not cause the next trouble. See things in the long term. Yeah. Okay, the last one before we're gonna have some time for any Q&A and discussion.
Well, I think Monk Burin must have gotten knocked off of the meeting. Let's hope he can join back in.
He will come back soon. Welcome Monk Burin back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Impermanent internet. Yeah, okay, let me reshare my screen again. Okay, we continue. Yeah, can you keep my mind still when I'm absent? Yeah, impermanent things come and go. Not elated, not depressed. Stay calm and just understanding. Okay, the last section of Dhammapada, I really want to bring everyone back to the most fundamental thing. We should be happy. No matter what happened, we can be upsetting, we can be not feeling good about things, but find something to feel good. Then that good, wholesome energy, even it starts from something not happy, but when you have that wholesome return, you can have some good impact. So Buddha share, victory begets enmity. The defeated dwell in pain. Happily, the peaceful live, discarding both victory and defeat. Yeah, I think this is very powerful. Victory begets enmity. The defeated dwell in pain. Happily, the peaceful live, discarding both victory and defeat. Yeah. This teaching on Dhammapada on happiness is very well related to the white person I just showed you, right? When you have peaceful mind, understanding the situation, you're not careless when you win. Yeah, you're still careful. You're still like in the mode that, okay, I take action, what need to be done. And when you defeated, you're not hopeless. Yeah, you feel like, okay, what I should do to make it better. But please clearly see that Buddha clarify when someone wins, someone lose. The one losing has a tendency to be the enemy if we not deal well with those people. Yeah, because it's not happy feeling, it's not good feeling, losing. So handle the loser, handle anyone who may not in a good mode, not wholesome, not happy. Deal with wisdom, not with what I want. Yeah. And I'm just neutrally share the wisdom. You need to digest it and then apply to what really happened in the world. The last one, yeah, to keep yourself happy, go back to the most basic thing. And if you join 8-week training, you might remember 4L, right? And this is something related to that. Health is the most precious gain. And you can gain anything in life, but if it exchange with your good health, it's not wise. And I'm sure around the world, especially in the fast-pacing New York, people sacrifice good health for different reasons. And Buddha will say it's not wise. Many times your money cannot buy it back, and you need to care your health well, both physical health and mental health. That's very important. Yeah. The second one, contentment, the greatest wealth. When you feel content, when you feel satisfied, you are rich, you are wealthy. When you can understand your condition and you appreciate what good you have, yeah, that is wealth. A trustworthy person is the best kinsman. Anyone who have dharma, who have wisdom, and you can rely on them. Like you got a friend, you can talk to me, I can help you, and you feel like, yes, you are my trusted person, a trusted friend. That's a great relatives, that a great people you can connect with. And the last one, nibbana, the highest bliss. So health is a body part. Contentment on wealth, looking for is like the mind working. A trustworthy person in the relationship is the heart. And nibbana is the spirit. Yeah, this is one quote that combine body, heart, mind, spirit. I really love this quote in Buddha teaching. It's like a happiness in full line. That how I can live a happier life. Take care of your body well. Take care of your heart well. Take care of your mind well, and take care of your spirit. So we have this as 4L. Live well, love well, learn well, and lead well. That's it. Yeah, this is the wisdom of Buddha in catastrophic time, challenging time. Yeah, so I pass microphone to moderator.
Thank you, Monk Burin. Yes, this is I don't know if it's a catastrophe time, but I think I've heard that word come up a lot recently. So very grateful to have that wisdom, and just so struck by this last idea of health is the most precious gain. Just really sitting with that and being reminded of that's where I want to spend my time. And speaking of time, I just checked the chat box and we've got a couple things going on over here. One of which is Phil's comment and question. It's a question. Can you tell us where the teachings about bias came from? Is there a Buddhist view on the idea of the law of attraction? And Phil, you're welcome to unmute yourself if you want to add anything, or if that feels concise and good, I'll just pass the mic to you, Monk Burin. Go for it, Phil.
No, that's good. That's
good? Okay.
Okay. The bias teaching, it come from the sutta. Yeah, but I need to recheck the particular section, yeah, that I can show you later or will send to you. Yeah, but that's from because there's 3 main part in Pali Canon: the Vinaya, discipline, the Sutta, the collection of Buddha teaching, and Abhidhamma, the metaphysical teaching of the Buddha. So this is in Sutta, Suttanta Pitaka. The second one, Buddhist view on the law of attraction. Do good, good come. Do bad, bad come. And that's, we call the law of karma, right? Yeah, what you think, what you speak, what you act. It's like a magnet. So there are many sections in Buddha teaching talk about that law of attraction. Yeah, but in general, it's a karma. Yeah, the karma.
Thank you.
Too.
Thank you, Monk Burin. We've got a couple more questions here in the chat, and also if you wish to add anything to the chat, or if you raise your hand, I'll also just log that in my mind and keep a little queue. So here in the chat, Diana, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. If not, please feel free to correct me. Right?
Yes, thank you.
Diana? Diana, wonderful. Do you want to read this, Diana, or would you like me to?
Sure, I'll read it.
Great, thank you.
It's been an ongoing question, so I'm just glad you brought this up about with regard to the wise show no elation or depression when touched by happiness or sorrow. So as I understand it, although our energy is dissipated, by dancing ecstatically or expressing rage, or when we suppress anger with depression, it takes energy to withhold how we truly feel. And I can understand and know from years of practice with my own swinging pendulum from excess of these polarities to find that, this balance, center, this movement that's more centered, discarding both victory and defeat is possible. But however, my question comes up when I tune into how our body is able and designed to feel pleasure and pain. We are incarnated in these bodies that are capable of feeling ecstasy. And so it is, while it is possible to transcend the pain and attachments to pleasure and bring sort of more equanimity and balance to our life, even though the world reflects back to us in certain cultures, like to constantly focus on pain and complaining. And my question is, when we can feel pleasure, how is that does not seem then in alignment with like show no elation or depression when touched by happiness or sorrow, like use that energy to withhold how we truly feel or dampen our feel. Where I'm getting at? There's some incongruous thing that's kind of this big thing that I'm trying to understand. And I'm glad you brought it up because it's been a question I've had for a while, especially as a lot of teachings now are talking about reclaiming this pleasure and tuning into, right, experiencing joy in the body. Thank you.
Okay. I think Marvin also have a question in that line. If happiness and contentment is from the inside, not from comparing yourself to anyone else, why can't it be expressed with elation? So I will answer both in one answer. Okay. I think it's quite famous, right? No pain, no gain. I'm not sure where it comes from. No pain, no gain. But in what we learn from the Buddha, I think he didn't deny both elation or depression, that like deny in the way that is something you cannot benefit from it. Yeah, because actually, if you see from Buddha life, he feel depressed. In the moment at the castle, he feel desperate that he not feeling good. So I think the key thing is not about holding or not expressing, but how we do it in a balanced way. Yeah. In different teachings of mind is the middle way. Yeah, it's balance. And when we say elation or depression, it's not totally on or totally off, but how you go with that flow and not let the side effect of it come in. Yeah, there's a teaching, yeah, from some teacher, like a nothing fail like success. Like sometimes when you are successful, it prepares you to fail because you start to feel too much proud, too much. You know, when we say about happiness, that good feeling is fine. You can touch it, but do not hold on. Yeah. Negative things also. You can touch it, learn something from it. Thank you so much for coming into my life. I learned something. Yeah, I heard from some wise person said, when something happened in your life, ask the right question. Yeah, ask the right question. And when you put the right question, for example, maybe some of your best friend say something like a terrible. And if you ask the wrong question, why me? Why is me who need to? You will not get the good answer for next time when something similar happen, because you ask from the place of like a trouble mind and you not really enter the space of understanding why me, victim. But if you're going to ask the right question, like what condition bring this situation to me? What happened to the other side that caused them to do that? And you look at it at the way to understand it. When you ask the right question, it prepares you to have the right answer. And with the right answer, when things happen again, you understand it and you not feel bad anymore because you understand why it happened and how you should respond in the way that you're not a victim anymore. You just, I think there's a famous quote, try to be nice with everyone as much as possible, everyone fighting their own battle. We don't know what happened with everyone, so make sure you feel good, and then if anyone trouble you, we don't know, stay calm and then see what we should do. So in short, balance. Something could happen, you can feel good, yeah, but not too much too long. You might neglect something that you need to move on. And now the world change fast, people emotions change even faster. So stay in a good mode, touch but do not hold on. Both good time and bad time, touch it, put the right question, have the right answer, and move on. I hope it helped. Thank you.